Hello again. There are plenty of Albanians in Britain these days, and the Albanian government is keen for us to take more because they want us to offer more visas and work permits to their citizens. They've promised that they will start taking back some of the illegal immigrants if only we make it easier for Albanians to come here in a legitimate fashion. The government of that country is also very keen that any money that Albanians make in this country should be sent back to Albania, where it can be taxed and deposited in Albanian banks. In fact, they'd like to see other nationalities depositing money in their banking system too, and also paying Albanian taxes on their earnings. It would be a dream situation for them. Imagine if British people with large amounts of savings started putting their cash in Albanian banks and paying taxes to Albania on their money. Put like that, of course, it sounds bonkers. Why would anybody do that? Why would I put my savings in an Albanian bank and pay taxes to Albania on the money that I've already paid British income tax on? It doesn't really add up, does it? And why would all those Albanians in this country who are often making a reasonable amount of money at various trades, shall we say, why would they want to start paying taxes in Albania on that money if they could avoid it? Let me explain. Albania are introducing what they call a fiscal amnesty law, which will run for a year. Any Albanian citizen or anybody of any other nationality will be able to deposit up to €2 million in a bank in Albania, and there will be no questions asked, and no information about the transaction will ever be passed on to any other agency. The government will take 10% of the sum as a tax. What this means in effect is, of course, that the Albanians who are mixed up in rackets in this country, and there are quite a few of them, I'm sorry to say, might make a fortune and have hundreds of thousands of pounds in cash that they cannot put into a British bank without answering awkward questions. If they arrange to pay it in, though, to an Albanian bank, though, back in their own country, the government there will take 10% cut and you will have laundered all your ill-gotten gains, and nobody will ever be able to track the origin of your money. In the description to this video, I give links about this, including to a video by a guy who runs a channel called Clown World. I hope I've made this perfectly clear. All you need to do is put money into the Albanian bank. They take 10%, and then you can withdraw it and take it around the world or do what you please with it. The difficulty is, of course, in this country, if I were to pay a large sum of money into my bank, I would have to explain where it had come from, and so often they would want evidence. It gets better, though. The same service is available to any foreign citizen. So suppose I've acquired almost £2 million that I haven't paid tax on. Perhaps it's a proceeds of some illegal business. I cannot put it into a British bank without difficulty. I'm sure we all know what the money laundering regulations are like these days. If I manage to put it into an Albanian bank, then the Albanian government will take 10% of the money as tax, and hey presto, my money is now legitimate and I can move it freely around the world. That's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. There's an even better offer, which is that if I invest enough money in banks and businesses in Albania, I would be entitled to a passport and citizenship of the country. Very handy if you have to leave your own country in a hurry, one step ahead of the police, say. This is the kind of government which our own leaders are trying to negotiate with about all the Albanians coming here across the channel. I don't like to generalise about the citizens of any country, but I know that many people feel that most of the Albanians in this country are gangsters and crooks. While I would hesitate to go that far myself, it certainly does seem as though the Prime Minister of Albania, with his huge money laundering scheme, shares some characteristics at least with the less attractive types from that country who work in London and Manchester as pimps and drug dealers. I think personally that we probably have about as many Albanians here as we need just at the moment.